So I recently made my yearly offering of U.S. currency to the snow people this year, and the good people at Veris Teleka saw fit to reward me for my yearly tribute. And of course, I got the customary case of Coca-Cola. However, that's not what we're going to talk about. This is what we're going to talk about. So this is the Russian Ratnik 6E2, E62, something like that. Anyway, so when I was first looking on the website, I saw a flashlight that looks like the one I'd been issued in the Marine Corps. And I was like, oh cool, I'd like one of those. And they had a really cheap price on it, which surprised me. And then I realized it was some kind of a Russian knockoff, which I was equally pleased with. So let's take a quick look at it. Okay, so this is how it came to me. It had this cool Russian sticker with a stamp on it, which was broken before I got it, by the way. Anyway, so we open it up. We've got some wrapped paper items in here. And in this, what do you call that, wax paper, is our Ratnik flashlight. So yeah, I was looking at this on the website, and I thought, oh, they have that thing that I had. They had that flashlight. And then I started looking at it, and I was like, oh, it's a little bit different, because there's not this big cap on the one that I had, and it definitely didn't have this weird backwards lettering on it. But I decided it was pretty cool anyway, so I went ahead and bought it, and I wanted to see how they compare. I can definitely tell you that this is a lot dimmer, and I think the reason why is because this uses a standard AA instead of, I think it was a Surefire battery? I forget what it was. It's something expensive and lithium and cool. And the one that I had, or the one that I was issued in the military. But this just uses a AA, which is kind of nice because AA's are a lot cheaper. This one on top, it says, or maybe it's the bottom, it says whatever that says. That turns the flashlight on and off. And then this one looks like UBIT. That changes your setting. So with that, you can set it to strobe, or you can just switch it to the different colored lights. But I'll show you that in a minute. But yeah, like I said, so this is very similar to what they gave me in the military, except this is obviously made of cheaper material. Along with all that, also wrapped up, we have the helmet mount. Now I'm not quite sure how these work, because I never used mine in the military, but we had something that looked exactly like this. And what you do is this clips onto the side of your Kevlar, your helmet, and then using these holes in the clip, it snaps into place on here, and it will hold it on your helmet. And I'll show you how that works in a second. But then also inside, you have our nice silica gel candy. And this, which is, I don't know, some kind of Russian document acceptance thing about this. Tells you what it is. Can't read Russian things, so about the only thing I can read that's stamped on there is the date of 2016 on there. Okay, so this will be how you clip these two things together if this was on a helmet. So, big hole, smaller hole. Right? Oh, and just before I get started, you might not be able to see it, but there's a little dimple right there that will lock into these slots so that you can rotate it and it'll click. But put it through the big hole first, and then you slide it down and it locks into place. And then if this were mounted on a helmet like this, you can click it around like that. Of course, you'd want to set it up so it could actually like shine a light on whatever you need it to shine on. To turn it on, you press this top button that says something looking like Baku Pikim, and that turns it on. And then the UBIT button changes it. So as you can see, you've got a red, a green, and a blue there. And then it'll cycle it back to the regular light. Now, if I hold on to this, actually, hold on, I'm going to set it to like blue because that's less obtrusive on the eyes. If I hold on to UBET, it starts flashing, strobing, and it'll do that for, ouch, now I'm blind and I can't see what I'm doing, but it'll do that for the other ones as well. And then to cycle it off of strobing, unfortunately, you can't just hold it down. You've got to click the main power and then click it back on, and it resets the flashlight. Which, funnily enough, after a couple minutes of playing around with this, I actually have a better understanding of how this Russian knockoff flashlight that I can't read works than the one I was issued. It's not exactly the brightest flashlight. But I have noticed that it is actually slightly brighter on the strobe setting. Alright, yeah, so that's the Russian Ratnik flashlight. Compared to the one that I had in the military, which I believe was a Streamlight product, I forget. They didn't really tell me what it was called. To me, it was just a flashlight. But compared to that, this one is alright. It's obviously a lot dimmer, and it's made of a cheaper plastic material. I can just feel it in the construction. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with this. And like I said, for how much I paid, I think it was roughly 50 bucks on Versatilica. I would say it's worth the money. But in the future, maybe we'll have another video of me actually trying this out outside in the dark and see how well it performs. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed a look at this interesting Russian knockoff of, well, it really was a good flashlight, as I remember it. So anyway, hope you enjoyed.